Hi family, I'm Dr. Brenda Woburiasti. I'm a licensed daycare provider, a published author of 3 children's books, an advocate, a consultant, a veteran's wife, and a mother. If you need help setting up your daycare service or just looking for great ideas to incorporate a play-based learning approach as well as learn about research-based solutions to issues impacting education, this is the channel for you. Subscribe, share, like. Thank you. The 10 pros of being an in-home daycare provider that we encourage you to start your daycare service today. Number 1, custom fitted class size. As an in-home daycare, you are in charge of how many children you have at a particular time. Although if you're licensed, you have a specific number of children you're licensed for, within that range, you get to pick how many children you have. I prefer small class sizes, so the most I've had is 8, even if I'm licensed for 12, because I prefer that the children I have at daycare are given the individual attention that they deserve, that each of them, their needs, their educational needs, their emotional needs, their nutritional needs are met. If I have too many children, that's gonna be impossible for me to do all by myself. I actually have a co-worker, an assistant, and also my husband helps me, occasionally, but still, I want a class size that we can work one-on-one with each child and meet them at their needs and help them with what they need, before they go to kindergarten. Number 2, provider sets hours of work. As an in-home daycare provider, you get to pick when you work or don't work. You get to pick your holidays. You get to pick your vacation time. You get to pick your hours of opening and closing. When I first started, I did 24/7. I no longer do 24/7 now. My choice. In-home daycare provider's choice. Sometimes I get calls and somebody says, "Oh, I need 4 a.m. I need to drop my child off at 4 a.m. and pick up at 6 p.m. Those hours I cannot do currently. Too early, too late, and considering my own family needs. Currently, I have an infant and he needs my time in the mornings and in the evenings when I get off work. So considering my current situation, I cannot do those hours, but that's me. An in-home daycare has that autonomous ability to pick, when they work and pick and choose what hours they work. You're not fixed. The state does not even give you your hours. If you want to go licensing, want to do your license, you pick your own hours of work. Number 3, provider determines income. This is absolutely true. You pick what you earn. You can look at a range of what daycare costs in your neighborhood. Look at the lower point, look at the midpoint, look at the higher point, and then you pick a number. Nobody's gonna quiz you for that. That's your choice to make. How much you get paid by the week or by the hour or however you wanna, or by the day, however you want to charge your clients, your parents, your families. You get to pick. You get to pick. Are you gonna take money when they come in late? You get to choose that. Do you charge for late payments? Do you charge for registration? Do you charge for activity fees? Do you charge for any maintenance fee, whatever fee? You get to pick all of that because it's your business as an in-home daycare. And if you add all of that together, that becomes your income. So you get to pick your income, and also your class size also determines your income. If you want more income, you have to have more children, and if you have if you want less income, less children. Let's talk about number 4. No commuter worries. Why will you worry about commuting when you don't even need to travel anywhere? You're home. You're not thinking about your tires or your wheels. Are they flat? Do I need to go look and see what's going on? You're not thinking about traffic on 95. You're not thinking of buying gas for your car and going anywhere. You're not thinking of any of that. When I used to work, when I used to work away from home, I had a lot of commuting problems, a lot. I remember at one daycare where I was assistant director then, and I did make a video about that actually on this channel. I had to work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that means I had to get to work by 6. Getting to work by 6 meant I had to be up before 5 a.m. because I always like to do my morning showers and meditate and pray, and I'm slow in the mornings. So, and then when I get in the car, I'm driving, I have to think of traffic. Traffic was just wild on that route. So traveling on time, I had to take into consideration. Coming back, that's to and fro traveling time. All of those I no longer have to worry about because I work from home. The only commuting I do is go from room to room, or during the summer months where we go for field trips. But still, that is not it's not rigid. I pick when we leave, I pick when we come back. Our time is we do plan our time for field trips, but it's not as rigid as if it was work and I had to get to work at a certain time. So this is another huge advantage of having an in-home daycare that people actually take for granted, but it's huge and it saves you a lot of money. I'm not buying gas because I need to go to work from Monday to Friday. I'm not maintaining the car because I'm not driving it to work to and fro, which put mileage on your car. And then all of these help me keep my car, keep it looking new, like it's not even getting used. So commuter problems or issues or worries you do not even have to deal with because you have an in-home daycare, and this is a huge benefit to the provider. Next one is going to be number 5, opportunities to form closer relationships with families. I think this is my favorite one. Through the years, I've met so many amazing families that sometimes I get invited to a wedding, birthdays, funerals, unfortunately, all kinds of ceremonies that families are doing. They invite their daycare provider because at a certain point, the daycare provider now transcends, beyond just a service provider. She becomes part of the family. There are some daycare providers that get all the children that a particular family have. So they have, for instance, there are 4 children. Those 4 children will go to that particular in-home daycare provider because they know that daycare provider, they know how the service is there. I've had brothers, I've had siblings here, a lot. I haven't had 4, but I've had 2. I've had I've had a couple of families here that have repeated their service twice, and that's amazing. That tells you that they liked the service the first time and they came back again the second time. So it's amazing the bonds that you form as an in-home daycare provider. The bond that you form with your families is an amazing thing to cherish. It's an amazing relationship that and there's something else I have to tell you. Sometimes these families, they come, they have problems, they're able to talk to you. So it's just amazing. Number 6, providers get to do what they like daily. Yes. Say that again. Sometimes if it's raining, we go outside, we do rain dipping. I don't have to be so rigid and going after my curriculum over and over again every day. No, I'm not that rigid. Sometimes if it's snowing, let's say I planned a craft and it's snowing, I'm going to go outside and let the children explore snow. So again, I remember one time it was Easter, and I had some Easter activities, the eggs and all the great stuff for the children to explore. And when we got outside, there was something else happening. There was construction out there with big trucks and cranes and construction workers. Oh my goodness, you know what I did? I put those eggs aside. We never even touched them. And then we started to explore what was right in front of us. The vibrations, the colors, the sizes of the trucks, the cranes, all of that. So I get to choose what we do every day, and it's something that's fun, something that's not boring, something that will wow the children and make them love school. That's what I always go for. Sometimes we do sensory activities, we go outside, we take walks, we do everything. That's my choice. Number 7, opportunities to learn about other cultures. This is amazing. This is kind of like forming relationships with families, as you work with these families, as you work with these parents, you get to know their cultures. And I'm not saying cultures are as it relates to only where they are from, but I'm saying cultures as also as it relates to what they do within the family, how they eat, what they eat, what they believe in, what traditions do they practice during the holiday seasons, for instance, or during whatever time of year. What do they do? I've been so privileged to meet different families with different cultures, and it's just amazing to learn these things. Just recently I had an Indian family, and we incorporated some of their traditional holidays into our curriculum during that period, so that child was so that it became an inclusive environment for everybody. So I do that. I include cultures from different families into the daycare program, and I always ask parents to share their cultures. If there's something special they are doing at home or they are doing for the holidays, I do want to know, and it makes me a better provider to know their cultures, to be able to incorporate whatever they practice at home into our program. There's no you can as an in-home daycare provider, you cannot I don't know how I want to say this word now. You cannot think that one culture is better than another, or you cannot discriminate against parents because of what their cultures are. You just have to accept everybody just the way they are and understand them as well. Number 8, socialization benefits for providers' children. This is an amazing benefit of being an in-home daycare provider. For instance, I'll give you an example. A provider may have a toddler, for instance, maybe a 2-year-old, and the 2-year-old is home with the other daycare children who are coming. That gives that 2-year-old the opportunity to socialize. I've heard a lot of people who work from home say, "Oh, I work from home and I can take care of my child, but I just needed to take my child to daycare so they can socialize with other children their age." Because socialization with your age mates, with your peers, is very important for a growing child. So with the daycare provider's child, you're already at school. You're already at school with the other children. My son, during the day, he's with the daycare children. He's socializing with them. They're talking to him. They're playing with him. Sometimes they're fighting, which is part of the socialization process within the preschool classroom. But it's helping him. It's helping him to develop speech. It's helping him to want to run around like the others. So he wants to walk. He's almost there with the walking. It's helping him to recognize things in the environment. The doorbell. When the doorbell rings, the children are running to the bell. My mom. He too is running. He knows it's the doorbell. So all of these are very beneficial. So number 9, consistent home maintenance. You would think this is negative, but no, it's not. It is positive, because the more you take care of your home, the more you give the home the beauty, the care that it deserves. Okay, if your home as an in-home daycare provider is a business, it's also your home, but it's a business as well. You are constantly cleaning, you're constantly fixing things, you're constantly creating an environment that will appeal to your clients. So that home is enjoying the fact that you're doing a business. There's wear and tear, which I talked about in the pros, but also the maintenance, the amount of maintenance you do to your home, the amount of money you invest in your home, fixing it up, painting it, putting carpets and all kinds of great stuff, helps that home's longevity, keeps it nice and crisp. Number 10, learn and sharpen business management skills. Okay, this one, as an in-home daycare provider, as you do the job, you start to learn business 101 right there in your house. You learn to put the books together. When I first started with my in-home daycare, I had no idea about taxes. I knew nothing about taxes. I really didn't. But with time, I started to learn. And in my country, I did not have the opportunity to deal with taxes at all, because I just went to school, and I did work at a point, but here, now working as an in-home daycare provider, I am learning to deal with different kinds of people in my business, learning that the passionate, compassionate daycare aspect is a very important aspect, but also the business aspect is important as well. I am learning to put my books in order every year for taxes. I am learning to invest in my business, and also be able to do some other things that I need to do. So it's a learning process. As an in-home daycare, you learn a lot about business. So I don't want to keep you guys here too long. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you think. Don't forget, prayers get answered, miracles still happen, and every single thing is possible. Everything is possible. Subscribe, like, share, and stay tuned for more fun stuff on this channel. More fun and engaging and educative stuff. Thank you for watching. Bye.